Hi guys, I just want to give you an update on how I got on by taking the rusty fabric that I dyed yesterday and re-dyeing it with Kool-Aid. I used raspberry and some onion skins. So here is the fabric. Here are some of the results. As you can see, this is where the onion skins have actually been placed, and also you will notice that this has a light blue tinge to it. It's the only way I can describe it. So let's open it up a little bit more and just share with you some of the results that I had from my eco dye. And I did find a few leaves in the back garden, so some of them are slightly in more of a leaf form, and I only boiled this for less than around about 3 minutes. So they are the end results from the Kool-Aid, and I think it took quite nicely. And then what I did is I went out into the woods today for a walk and I found some leaves. Now I was looking for a lot more definition. I was hoping for that when I done the eco dyeing. Didn't get what I wanted, so I returned to just doing some leaf prints using 2 acrylic paints. I used a turquoise and a black, and I just painted the leaves with my acrylic paint and then used a brayer to run them onto the fabric. Because I know that they're going to be going into journals, there's no need for me to be washing this fabric in the future. I also said that I was hoping to do a little bit of sewing. So here are some of the results. They're not completely finished tags, it's been a long day, but I have at least got some things to share with you. So here we've just got a piece of wool that I've done some stitching into. So these have all been hand stitched. I found some little turquoise sequins, been going through my vintage buttons. I've pulled and frayed. This has also been in the Kool-Aid, and it has also had the onions wrapped in between it. So I've just put the onion skins in, literally wrapped this item up with loads of layering, put a load of cotton, in my case crochet trim, and popped that into the Kool-Aid to boil for around about 3 minutes, taken out, ironed and left to dry. Then I've stamped on it with these, we've got ferns here that I've just brought in, we've got another button here, and I've also got a roll of fabric that I've rolled it, it's frayed, and put a little piece of a ribbon over the top and secured it with some stitching on the back. Later on I hope to put these onto some paper and turn them into journal tags. And then I just want to share with you this one here. It's just got an old vintage button which says Made in England. The threads that have come off the side, the threads that I've used as I've cut the embroidery cotton where I've done the stitching with the sequins. And so you can see it again, onion skins and my stitching through for the moment. I also, rather than have a book, any of the runoff of the paint off of the actual leaves, I've just run straight onto my trashy journal here. And I actually feel that these look really quite nice up against the natural tea dye and coffee staining in this trashy book. Also the fact that we've got this blue sugar bag here as well, so that goes really quite nicely in the background. So I'm not too sure how I'm going to layer these up, but somehow or other I'm going to have a couple to go in this trashy junk journal. Anyway guys, I've waffled on long enough, and that just gives you an update of how I got on dyeing my fabric with Kool-Aid and some of my sewing. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.